Good evening, people. I sent out over 2,000 videos for my last video, and I got one person who came back with a negative remark. For those of you who are listening, I want to say thank you. But what is it that really makes me different? First, I believe you all have been pretty much brainwashed. I hear a lot of talk about Sailor Palin this, Sailor Palin, not an experience, not this, not that. Well, let's put it this way. Her experience with the Russian problems with this country, she couldn't talk about even if she wanted to. She can't even mention the number of times that the Air Force would have had to scramble out of Alaska to meet oncoming either Russian or dealing with Korean problems, because that is a highly classified secret item. But yet every single time there was a launch, she knew about it. So these people who think that she doesn't know. And then I watched her interview where the interviewer asked her about how many treaties did she enter with Russia. Well, according to the Constitution, she's not allowed to enter any, and her answer should have been none. That's plain and simple. Okay? So the thing is, I think Sarah Palin was more polite than directed forward. She's got to get her politeness out of the way. Truth of the matter is, she's probably got more experience with Russia than Joe Biden and Obama combined. She probably knows more about what goes on between them, the United States and Russia, than those two would have in their whole life experience so far. But that's irrelevant. That is not what I'm here to talk to you about. I'm trying to get across what is needed to be a president. What special experience is really needed? Actuality? None. This stuff that you're being brainwashed about experience is a bunch of hogwash. Some of the most experienced politicians have been the very worst presidents we have ever had. Actuality, the better presidents have been the least experienced. The ones who believe in serving the people, not serving themselves. History will remember Bill Clinton as a poor president. He was not a good president. Bush, probably history will be remembered as a bumbling liar. He told too many stories to the end where nobody believed him. I believe that's the way history is going to show him. He inherited a lot of catastrophes, and he tried to lie his way through it. But the next thing is, what about the next president? This stuff, McCain. What scares me about McCain is, look at him. He's too nice of a guy. He's another Jimmy Carter. That's going to really hurt us. And then Obama, he'll tell you anything you want to hear, and then go around and stab you in the back and pick your wallet. Why do I say that? Listen to the things he's saying. He is nothing more than repeating what already exists in law and making it sound like he's going to give you something. For example, capital gain on small businesses. I'm going to eliminate the capital gain tax on small businesses because anyway, they don't pay capital gain. Or how about this? I'm going to raise the insurance on savings and loans up to $250,000 when he already knew it was in the $700 bailout package. He's not going to do anything. He's going to tell you a good story. That's it. Plain and simple. They're going to blame each other constantly for everything that's going wrong. He gets into the White House, Obama's going to tell you, oh, it's because of all these years of Republican, these are why we have these problems. I need time, I need it. Bull. He can't handle it. McCain, he's going to tell you everybody who voted against him. But he doesn't have the guts to do it right now. because he says it's too politician. No, state the facts the way it is and let people judge for themselves. I'm going to give you a good example of something in this area in Norfolk. Okay? The majority of people of one group play certain music real loud. And they're constantly driving around like that. You can't, you hear them a block away. I have a house where the windows closed, a jet plane could fly over, and I could barely hear it. But I can hear that garbage music down the street as plain as day before they even get halfway down the block. Now, the police don't enforce it because the majority of people are in one specific group that do it. So when they start writing the tickets, they write it in that majority of them in that one group gets tickets. And they say, oh, that's racist. No, it isn't. It is a fact. This is what is doing it. These are the people that are doing it. This is the way it should be. But they back down. And that's McCain. As soon as somebody puts a little pressure, he is going to back down. Is that what you want for a president? Or do you want a president who's going to lie to you? Who's going to tell you stories about things and pretend he's doing you a favor when actually he's doing nothing? Is that what you want for a president? Or do you want a president who's going to be there straightforward, who doesn't speak politically correct? He says red is red, green is green, black is black. He talks to you in a language you understand. And though some people who think they are rather intelligent would say, oh, he's an idiot. But no, I deliberately speak in the level of the common person, the average worker, the blue-collar worker, middle-class American. My son, who's extremely intelligent, and I start talking about things, my wife has no idea what we're talking about. She's at wonderment. And she says, how do you do that? He's talking about things I have no idea what you're talking about. I said, oh, that's his level. But I talk at the level of the working class because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to be politically correct. I am not going to tell you a story and try to make it sound good. I'm going to be straightforward and frank. Because when we go to the White House, I need to know exactly what you think. Because that's the way I'm bringing you to the White House. I'm not lying to you. When I say I will bring you to the White House, and together we're going to make Congress do their job, the House and the Senate. And by now you should have realized, watching this economic fiasco unwind, who really has the power in this country. Is it the president? No, it isn't. He's almost pleading, begging for Congress to do something. No, it's Congress. You have to realize Congress is where the power in this country is. Congress makes the policies, Congress makes the rules, Congress says what does and does not happen. The president's only the leader, and the leader must provide direction. Do you think Obama's going to provide direction? No, he's a puppet, a real puppet for the Democratic Party. Will McCain provide direction? No. Just look at him now. So you make a decision. And if you think the president needs special experience in life, you are so mistaken. He needs to care about you, he needs to believe in you, and he needs to serve you and be a leader. That's the combination you need. Thank you. I am JD. I am still running for President of the United States. I am a write-in in all 50 states. Some states will say they don't have write-ins, and some states will say no, you demand it. Your vote is what's going to make the difference. Thank you. This is JD for President. And you decide what you really want in a president. Someone who's going to lie to you all the time and tell you fake stories, or someone who's really not going to do much of anything, or someone who's going to stand up with you. I'm not going to stand up for you. I'm going to stand up with you, and we will make Congress do its job. Thank you. This is JD for President, a write-in in all 50 states.